Good evening and welcome to the February 10th, 2026 meeting of the Marion County School Board. It is called to order. Mirroring and modeling the way our students begin each day, I ask that we observe a moment of silence at this time. Please join me. Morasha and Ariana, will you please read the board commitment statement?
We are the Marion County School District Leadership Team. When we come together to work, we are efficient, effective, and productive. Our three most important characteristics are dedicated, transparent, and individually responsible. To work well together, we must
demonstrate respect, confront reality, and be accountable. We will always put students first. We will leave a legacy of success.
Thank you, ladies. For the courtesy of those listening to the meeting, I am requesting everyone in the audience to please turn off their electronic devices or put them on vibrate. Later in the meeting, up to 30 minutes will be provided for individuals to address the board on matters concerning the operation of the Marion County School System or the school board only. Presentations to the board are limited to 5 minutes and are televised. If you wish to address the board regarding a regular agenda item or matters on which the board customarily takes action, you must first complete a form located in the lobby. If you wish to address the board regarding a public hearing or a student disciplinary matter, please complete the lime green form. These forms must be fully completed and received by the board clerk no later than 5:40 p.m. The procedures applicable to each are on a separate sheet. Good evening, Ms. Martinez-Young. Please call the roll.
Dr. Allison Campbell, District 1.
Here.
Mrs. Lori Conrad, District 2.
Here.
Mr. Eric Cummings, District 3.
Here.
Mrs. Nancy Thrower, District 4.
Here.
Dr. Sarah James, District 5.
Here.
Marasha LaFontaine, Lakeware High School.
Here.
Ariana Reyes, Bellevue High School.
Here.
Dr. Danielle Brewer, Interim Superintendent.
Here.
And Mr. Jeremy Powers, School Board Attorney.
Here.
Wonderful, and you may have noticed we have 2 board members tonight participating telephonically. They've already traveled to Tallahassee for our Marion County Day tomorrow. Dr. Brewer, who will share our inspiration and lead the Pledge of Allegiance for us this evening?
Yes, we have an exciting group coming before us. I'd like to introduce you to our Coordinator of Career and Technical Education, Mrs. Kathy Audie.
Good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Brewer. Good evening, board chair and school board members. As she said, my name is Kathy Audie, and I'm the coordinator for career and technical education. Tonight, we are excited to be here in honor of CTE month, which runs all through the month of February. As you know, we have CTE programs at all of our middle and high schools. In fact, we have over 35 CTE pathways open to students with over 15,000 students enrolled in them. Next year, we'll be opening 3 new pathways to students at South Marion High School as well. Also occurring during the month of February is one of my favorite CTE events, the Southeastern Youth Fair. So tonight we have 2 speakers and some very special guests to see you. First, representing our future health professionals from Forest High School, I'd like to introduce Mega Sandra Patty.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mega Sandra Patty, and I'm a sophomore at Forest High School. I'm currently in my 2nd year in Marion County's Career and Technical Education Health Science program. When I was first selecting my classes for freshman year, I remember scrolling through the list of electives. Many of those options were part of the district's CTE programs. At the time, I didn't have a clear plan yet. I knew I liked health and science, so health science was the option that interested me most, so I chose it. But I did not realize how much that choice would shape me, because of the way that the CTE program guides and develops interests. What began as a single CTE class quickly became a place where learning felt meaningful. Through the health science program, learning became more than just memorizing information. It became understanding how what we learn in class applies to real situations in healthcare and in the community. That same CTE pathway introduced me to HOSA, the Career and Technical Student Organization for Health Science Students. Through HOSA, I was able to explore healthcare beyond the classroom by completing in medical events, stepping into leadership roles, network with students who have similar interests, and developing medical research projects. One of those projects involved designing an improved extended release medication model with a smoother release to better support individuals with conditions such as ADHD. Experiences like this allowed me to see how classroom learning can translate into solutions that help real people and learn more about different careers with the CTE program. And recently, we had our regional conference held in January, and it was so great to see all of the students interested in healthcare, following their passion beyond just the classroom, thanks to the doors CTE opens. What stood out most to me was how CTE allowed my interest to go naturally. I did not need to have everything figured out when I started. CTE gave me the space to explore. Over time, that exploration turned into a genuine passion for healthcare. Today, I serve as the HOSA committee chair at my school and as the Springs Region HOSA parliamentarian. Through these leadership roles, I've learned how to guide others, work as a part of a team, and support students who are beginning their own journey with the CTE program. Seeing other students discover their interests through these programs has shown me just how impactful CTE truly is. CTE Month is important because career and technical education offers something for everyone. With the wide variety of pathways available, students are able to explore their interests, find what they enjoy, and grow within the career field that fits them best. CTE fosters that growth by giving students hands-on experiences, guidance, and the confidence to pursue their goals. CTE programs do more than prepare students for a specific career. They help students discover who they are and what they are capable of. They allow students to build real-world skills while still in school and feel prepared for whatever path they choose in the future. It provides students with all the tools they need to grow in their field of interest. As we recognize CTE Month, I want to thank the school board, educators, and administrators for investing in career and technical education. These programs turn simple curiosity into opportunity and give students the chance to grow in their interests and facilitate their passion. For me, career and technical education started as just an elective choice. Later, it became the foundation of my passion, my leadership, and my future goals. Thank you.
Now representing FFA from Bellevue High School, we have Addison Torres.
Hello and good evening. My name is Addison Torres. Currently, I serve as a chapter president of the Bellevue FFA chapter. I also serve as a District 5 FFA president, and I foresee Marion, Citrus, Sumter, Hernando, and Lake counties. I have competed in various FFA contests, my absolute favorite being parliamentary procedure, where I had the utmost privilege of being on a team that made Final Four in the state. However, contrary to most, I didn't grow up in the agricultural industry. I was raised in what is known as the suburbs in a gated community. Agriculture and FFA was a foreign concept. That was until my 7th grade year in middle school. I wanted to be just like all of my friends in middle school and be in an agriculture class and be in FFA. So in this pursuit, I was enrolled into the Agriculture Foundation class my 8th grade year and joined FFA with only 2 meetings left in my 7th grade year. It was then did my love for FFA grow exponentially. I have competed in every contest I could. I have been an officer every year since. I am so grateful for the many opportunities God has given me in the FFA. If it wasn't for the FFA, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Being in this organization has taught me skills such as responsibility and leadership. Having been the president of my chapter, I've had to be responsible for various meetings. With being a district officer, I have to keep a record of all contests and ensure the information of the district gets out to all members. It has also taught me life lessons such as to be patient and trust God's plan for me. When things didn't go my way, I learned to have patience and know God closed that door to open another one on my journey. Not only did it teach me these valuable lessons and skills, but also the importance of the agriculture industry. My jacket on my back and the food on my plate every single morning and every single night would not be possible without the agriculture industry. Learning the ins and outs of the agriculture industry, I decided to dive headfirst and start showing animals. I have shown cattle and swine through FFA for the past few years. Since I was a freshman, I have been showing our chapter swine at the Florida State Fair. This led me to show my own pig this year at the Southeastern Youth Fair. The Southeastern Youth Fair has various activities for everyone, from livestock shows to photography and everything in between. I'm excited for this year as it will be my first year showing at the Southeastern Youth Fair. In regards to this, I would like to invite you to our Southeastern Youth Fair starting February 20th with lambs and ending March 1st with swine. I hope to see you all there, whether stopping by to see all of our students' hard work be poured into their projects to finally be showcased, or even just stopping by to see what our fair is all about. I thank you for your time today and this evening and hope to see you at our Southeastern Youth Fair. If you could all stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ladies. You both did such an eloquent job speaking.
And I have very quickly a couple special guests to introduce to you. Addison has her chicken, Berta, here tonight. And then from Westport High School, Alexis Cook has her rabbit, Rocky.
All right. We love that.
And we get a picture, so
Yes.
go
of
back in their
course.
carriers.
Yes, we'll come down and take a quick picture so they can go back to their cages.
What's that? You want to hold one, Reverend Cummings? Is that what you said?
It's like action shots.
I got him.
Okay.
One, two, three, couple more. You're ready.
Well, they just did such a wonderful job. So thank you, ladies, for being here. You can just see what career and technical education is doing in our schools and really is producing such amazing leaders. So we are grateful that you guys were able to be here tonight. Dr. Brewer, I believe we have a recognition.
Yes. I'd like to introduce Ms. Casey Graham to the podium. She is our coordinator in our Federal Grants and Program Department, and she has some special guests here with us that she will recognize. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brewer, and good evening, board chair and school board members. I am happy to introduce the Ocala-Marion County Association of Realtors this evening. Every year, they offer our schools an opportunity to apply for mini grants to support their innovative ideas in the classrooms or at the school level. This year, they awarded our schools a total of $10,000, and they're here this evening to recognize the schools that have received these grants. If you could please welcome Jean Ritt, Darlene Yantz, and Lisa Toller.
Just waiting on her. Here she is. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for the opportunity to be here. I've been doing real estate for 25 years, and this program has been going on for over 20 years, and it's such an honor every year to come up and present these grant monies to the teachers. They put a lot of effort in this. I've sat on the review board in the past, and it's really hard to choose who gets what. So kudos to them for doing that. The grant supports teachers across grade levels and subject areas throughout Marion County Public Schools, benefiting thousands of students over the years. While the dollar amounts might be small, the impact is anything but. And we were lucky tonight to talk to some of the teachers who got it, and they were telling us about the stories and the kids' progress and how much it meant to their classroom. Thank you for sharing that. It means a lot to us. Teachers use these funds to enhance engagement, spark curiosity, and create learning experiences that students remember long after the school year's end. Just as important, this program sends a powerful message to educators that their ideas matter, their creativity is valued, and their community stands behind them. Many teachers tell us these grants not only help their classroom, but also boost morale and reaffirm why they choose their profession. The longevity of this program, now more than 20 years, reflects a sustained commitment to education, responsible stewardship, and strong collaboration with school leadership. We view this initiative as a partnership that complements district efforts and supports innovation at the classroom level. In closing, we're incredibly proud of this program and its impacts. Lisa Toller is our chair for that committee this year, and we're excited for her leadership this year. And we remain committed to continuing this investment in our teachers, because supporting teachers is one of the most direct ways we can support student success. So thank you very much. And at this time, I'd like to call up the recipients by schools. Does that work for all of you up there?
Beautiful.
Okay, excellent. Hang on, I gotta pull up the small text. So we had, Darlene, how many 250 did we have? 1, 2, 3. 29. So we had 29 recipients that received $250 towards their grants, and then we had 7 at the 500 mark. So let's start out with Anthony Elementary in our $250 category. So if you could just hang out up here while I get your peers up here too. College Park Elementary. Dr. N.H. Jones Elementary. We have 2 from N.H. Jones. Dunellen High School, we also have 2. 2 from Emerald Shores Elementary. 2 from Fort McCoy School. 2 from Hillcrest. Yeah, for the 250, yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry, 3. And then that, okay. All righty. And then 2 from the Legacy Elementary. This is so cool to see all of y'all up here. Mm-hmm. Madison Elementary, we have 1. 2 from North Marion High School. Wait, I'm sorry, 1 for the middle and 1 for the high school. And we can't miss him coming down. Thank you for joining us. We have 3 for Stanton Wearsdale Elementary. We have 4 for Westport High School. And 1 for Wyoming Park Elementary. And this is one of the young ladies that shared the story of how it's helped her class. So thank you for that. Okay, now let's move on to our $500 recipients. First is Anthony Elementary. Dunellen High School, Forest High School, Harbor View Elementary, Ross Prairie Elementary, okay, try to be as informed as I can. That is a new school, right, guys? Because I don't recognize, okay. I'm like, I was just, Darlene, where is that from? Well, cool, no, that's great. One for Vanguard High School and one for Westport High School. And I guess next year we'll have a new high school to add to this list. So that's exciting. So, guys, thank you so much for, I know it was a lot of hard work. We didn't make it easy. And so we're very proud of all the effort you put into this, and keep doing it. We want to help out the kids and you guys as far as the learning and growing our young people, as I call them, little people. So, but your high schools, they're people. Do we want to get, or did I miss one?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, that was you. I'm so sorry.
It's very small print.
It's very small print. So Osceola Middle School. So sorry about that. Okay, pictures?
Well,
Yeah, let's,
We'll let Mr. Christian take over for a picture, but we do want to extend our thanks for your participation in public education and just your commitment to supporting all of our teachers on our campuses and giving them opportunity for creative ways to fund their classrooms.
that's excellent. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Yes. You want us to come down there? Okay, we're coming.
Love doing it. The committee really gets so excited about doing this. Hard to go around. Here, take it. I'm gonna come on the stage. Oh, join. I was like, who is that? Your phone number went off my thing, but I was just like, we don't have any public comment, so. Yeah, you give me a call.
Make a statement to that effect. You're gonna make a statement to that effect.
Yeah, it's in the script. Well, again, we are so grateful for the partnerships throughout our community that help support public education, because we could not do it without a community that's committed to supporting our teachers. So we are always so grateful. All right, Superintendent?
I recommend approval of the agenda for the February 10th, 2026 school board meeting.
Thank you. May I have a motion on the superintendent's recommendation?
Second.
Motion by Reverend Cummings and a second by Board Member Thrower. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes 5-0. Ms. Martinez-Young, please provide the proof of publication for tonight's school board meeting.
The notice for the February 10th, 2026 school board meeting ran in the Ocala Gazette on January 30th, 2026. The proof of publication has been attached in board docs under proof of publication.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for the January 8th, 2026 administrative briefing and work session?
Motion to approve the January 8th minutes.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Thrower and a second by Board Member Cummings. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for the January 13th, 2026 school board meeting?
So move.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Cummings and a second by Board Member Thrower. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for the January 22nd, 2026 special school board meeting, expulsions?
Motion to approve the minutes for January 22nd.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Thrower and a second by Board Member Cummings. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for the January 22nd, 2026 administrative briefing and work session?
So move.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Cummings and a second by Board Member Thrower. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. The school board has expressed its desire to pursue directly purchased materials to save the cost of sales taxes. The deductive change order at the beginning of the project exceeded the actual cost of the materials purchased. We have not exhausted all materials to be bought through the owner direct purchase process and need to reconcile the deductive change order. The actual cost of materials purchased were less than anticipated. The change order is to reimburse the subcontractors through the general contractor for the difference between the deductive and actual materials purchased for various materials associated with the construction of the project. The change order will complete the direct purchase process for the project. The superintendent or designee has signed and approved the change order. Per Board Policy 6345, the superintendent or designee is authorized to approve and execute any construction contract change order that will increase the construction contract by $25,000 or less, or that will decrease the construction contract amount, provided the approval shall be, in her judgment, the best interest of the board. Such change order shall be binding upon execution of the superintendent or designee. The superintendent or designee shall report each change order that she approves to the board at the board meeting that follows her approval. The superintendent or designee's approval for the change order shall be entered into the official minutes of the board meeting. Item 7.1, guaranteed maximum price, GMP, for remodel of the West Bay area into an HVAC and welding industrial lab and classroom space at Marion Technical College. Change order number 2, work authorization number 7, project 24-129. The additive change order on this item is $1,892.10, and this will conclude the informational items. Ms. Martinez-Young, do we have any speakers this evening?
No, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Martinez-Young. I do want to welcome Attorney Powers to the meeting, and we will hear from him later. Now we will move on to our consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So move.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Cummings and a second by Board Member Thrower. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. Moving on to student disciplinary matters. Before addressing expulsion matters, I would like to acknowledge that the board members have received the alternative placement list for students through January 8th, 2026. Ms. Martinez-Young, are there any parents who have submitted a timely request to speak on their child's disciplinary matter?
No, Madam Chair.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the expulsion of students JD 26093E, JD 26098, JD 26099, JD 26100, JD 26101, JD 26102, JD 26109, and JD 26113 for the remainder of the 2025-2026 school year and the first and second quarters of the 2026-2027 school year.
So move.
Second.
Sorry, I just saw a repeat. Thank you, Board Member Cummings for the motion and Board Member Thrower for the second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. May I have a motion to approve the expulsion of student JD 26-112 for the remainder of the 2025-2026 school year and the first, second, and third quarters of the 2026-2027 school year?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Thrower and a second by Board Member Cummings. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Now we will move on to our discussion regular agenda items. May I have a motion to approve the requested expenditure increase for the State Florida Alternative Contract Source 432-10000-23 Omnia ACS TX for technology solutions, products, and services.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Cummings and a second by Board Member Thrower. Dr. Brewer, do you have information you'd like to share regarding this item?
Yes, ma'am, thank you. We have Mr. Benvenuti. He's our Director of Technology. He will provide brief remarks on this item as there is a $1 million price tag to this approval tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good evening, Board Chair Dr. James, Superintendent Dr. Brewer, and board members. The Technology Division requests approval to increase the authorized expenditure for the State of Florida Omnia contract for the purchasing technology solutions, products, and services, which provides district technology-related hardware and software, including computer accessories, components, network equipment, technology service, software solutions as needed throughout the district. The term of the contract is May 31st, 2023 through May 31st, 2026. The expenditure authority was originally estimated to be $980,000, and this request, of course, is for an additional $1 million, increasing the total authority to approximately $1.980 million, okay, for the remainder of the term. Currently, we've spent $917,000. This approval will allow the district to continue meeting technology needs and will specifically support providing technology network equipment for the new South Marion Senior High, internet equipment for the connection for the Denellen Fieldhouse, and an update of the network equipment at DJJ and other various projects throughout the district or schools that may request.
Thank you, Mr. Benvenuti. Board, is there any further discussion on this item?
Just a quick question.
Sure.
And I can't remember, is this coming out of general funds or some other funding source?
So it could come out of different funding sources. So for example, the purchasing authority for the senior high school, that's coming out of facilities dollars, of course, for that equipment. So it just depends on the different projects. A majority of it right now looks like it's going to come out of the facilities area.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions or discussion, Board? All right, hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion passes 5-0. Thank you, Mr. Benvenuti. Item D22.2, may I have a motion to approve and utilize the Florida Sheriff's Association contract FSA 25 VEH 23.0 for heavy trucks and buses to purchase one Mack cab and chassis truck with vacuum pumper body.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Board Member Cummings and a second by Board Member Thrower. Dr. Brewer, do you have information you'd like to share regarding this item?
Yes, ma'am. We have Mr. Rios Welsh here. He's our Chief Financial Officer. He will provide some remarks, but I do want just to make note that this is a dollar amount of $330,000, and it's replacing a 2002 model vehicle that had 369,000 miles on it. So,
That is correct.
Mr.
Thank you,
Welsh.
Dr. Brewer, Dr. James, members of the board, good evening. Yes, just to add some additional information, this was brought back to the board and pulled for discussion as a matter full transparency. The previous bid was rejected because the vendors did not meet the specifications. This particular vehicle is going to allow us to drain our grease traps, septic tanks, and as Dr. Brewer indicated, has 27,000 hours of use on the previous vehicle, and at $330,000 for one Mack truck, it is a very large purchase. We do not make these types of purchases all the time. I don't have anything else to add to that.
Thank you for your remarks.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
Mr. Rios, didn't just the last meeting
we rejected the bid.
rejected that was the honey truck? Right?
Yes, it was, the bid was officially released November 13th of '25. It was brought to the board for official rejection on the 13th of this year.
So this is the actual one that we are going to purchase,
That is correct, yes, sir. It's coming back full circle.
$330,000.
Correct.
Any further questions or comments, Board?
shudder to think how much the 2002 was compared to what today.
I'm sure the price has gone up just a bit there.
Yes.
This is a brand-new truck, correct?
Yes, this is not a used vehicle. That is correct.
0 miles.
0.
All right. Any further questions or comments? All right. Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. Item D 22.3, may I have a motion to approve the guaranteed maximum price, or GMP, for Osceola Middle School Building 2 Doors and Walls, Project 25-117.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Board Member Thrower and a second by Board Member Cummings. Dr. Brewer, I see Ms. Boombach has come forward to give us some comments.
Yep, and I just want to add that we do have a drawing for you on board docs, so you can have an idea of what the, what this project will entail. Thank you, Ms. Boombach.
Thank you.
Good evening, Board Chair, Board members, Dr. Brewer. Building 2 at Osceola Middle School was like an open concept floor plan, and to enhance security as well as the learning environment, we will place new walls and doors in that building. Also, new flooring is included. The construction will be during the summer, and this project is funded by sales tax money. The cost for this work is $1,765,998. We are working closely right now with the staff at Osceola Middle School on packing up the classrooms and also the media center, and having the space ready for the contractor to start right when students leave. The summer is very short, and we wanted to thank Ms. Johnson and her amazing staff to do it again. They went through it last year. They are prepared and ready, and we will give them a wonderful new inside of the building.
Yes, thank you. Really, Osceola will be just about brand new by the time all this is done, it seems. We've done a lot of work there, so, but it's, as we all know, a very old school. So, Board, any further comments or questions regarding this item?
I do got a clarity.
Mm-hmm.
You said replace. Some of those don't have doors, so this will be installing, correct? For the first time, some of those rooms that don't have doors.
It is correct. They have some kind of metal wall, which is not very good for sound as well. So we're going to replace some of the walls. There's no doors in most of the rooms, and the media center doesn't have any walls or doors either.
And the media center will still be in that open concept, correct?
No, we will enclose the media
that as
center.
well? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Board Member Thurr?
Chair.
Oh, yes, go ahead, Dr. Campbell.
Oh, this is Board Member Conrad.
Sorry, it's really hard to tell. Go ahead, Board Member Conrad.
Yes, I'll be recusing myself from this item. Thank you.
Okay. Board Member Thurr.
Yes, I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank the community all over again for passing our sales tax, and that we hadn't had in a very, very long time. And with the quick growth that we experienced, we had to get on it and start building schools and start finally having the money, to get to projects that we'd been wanting to do for a very long time. So thank you, community, for helping us help our students and our teachers and our staff have good, safe places to be working in.
Absolutely.
Today's times.
And honestly, I believe last meeting was the meeting we approved the East Marion project.
Right.
And so 2 meetings in a row have been our first 2 projects the board committed to funding with sales tax, which are both completely safety related. And it is wild to think that walls and doors don't exist in some of our schools right now, but we are so grateful to the community for the sales tax, which is enabling us to fund these kinds of projects and put our students in safer positions for sure.
I do have a question.
Yes, Reverend Cummings?
How many more schools we have that have that open concept?
None.
Those are the last 2.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have some creative concepts at schools like Bellevue Santos has kind of open walkway between 2 rooms that doesn't have a door. But Bellevue Santos is planning to be replaced on the sales tax. I think that would be it, right, Dr. Brewer?
I believe so. Ms. Boombach, can you answer that question?
Yeah, I think those are the last open concept.
That's the ones we talked about all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, well, and that was at the top of our priority for safety reasons, so, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Ms. Boombach.
Board, any future, further comments?
No.
All right, hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 All right, motion passes 5-0. Oh, 4-0 with one recusal. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, thank you, board. That is, we are going to move on to meeting reminders and board comments. There is a special school board meeting scheduled on February 19th, 2026 at 7 a.m., followed by an administrative briefing and work session. And there will be a special school board meeting on February 24th at 5 p.m., followed by a regularly scheduled school board meeting at 5:30 p.m. We will move into board committee reports. We'll start with Ms. Martinez-Young.
Nothing, Madam Chair, thank you.
All right, and Attorney Powers.
Nothing from legal, thank you.
All right, Dr. Brewer.
Okay, thank you. February is Love the Bus Month. So this is our chance to recognize our school bus drivers and all of those employees that help our students get to and from school each day. And as we've shared many times, we have over 250 buses driving to our students each day, about 23,000 students on a bus. So this is our chance to just recognize our bus drivers and say thank you to all of those special employees. During our last work session on February 5th, I shared with you some dates for an attendance boundary community meetings, and I need to clarify a date. I'm going to give you those dates again, but I also want you to know, and the community to know, that we have added a work session topic to the February 19th work session with the topic of it being attendance boundaries. And so we wanted our community meetings to take place after that work session. So here are the 3 dates. The Reddick community meeting will take place on February 26th at 6 p.m. on their campus. The Reddick Collier community meeting will take place on March the 3rd, 2026 at 6 p.m. on their campus. And then the Spar Elementary community meeting will take place on March the 4th, 2026 at 6 p.m. in their school. Those are all my remarks. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Brewer.
Hold on for a second. What was the first one? Did you say it?
Anthony on February 26th at 6 p.m.
Thank you.
And we do have calendar invites, board, for your awareness. Thank you, Dr. Brewer. I'm going to go to Dr. Campbell real quick, and then we'll get to the student board members since she is virtual and wanted to provide comment. Dr. Campbell?
Thank you so much. I chose not to comment on some of the things we were just voting on, so I would comment on them now. First of all, in the consent agenda tonight, we approved the internal audit, or the audit for Marion after school programs. They had a perfect audit with more than $6 million in disbursements and receipts. It's really a wonderful testament to the team in Marion After Schools program, and that's at least 3 years of perfect audits and probably many more beyond that. Also wanted to say it's about time. I'm so grateful we're getting some connectivity in the Dunellen Fieldhouse. I know that's a long time coming, and super grateful that we're working on that, and that's going to be happening thanks to Mr. Benvenuti and his team. Also, yes, Osceola Middle School, having 3 children that have gone through that building too, having just curtains up as doors. I'm ready for that to change. And so thank you to the community. Thank you to the board. Thank you to the team for working diligently to make sure that that's going to be a wonderful learning space, including the media center with walls. That's just going to totally be a game changer for that school campus. And then I wanted to just offer a couple of shout outs and kudos that Forest High School cheer, they finished 12th at Nationals this weekend, so kudos to Forest cheerleaders. Also, the North Marion High and Vanguard boys basketball teams both won their districts, and I actually was down at one of the games the day before, so I know who the competitor was. Vanguard beat Lecanto, and they were a tough team. So kudos to Vanguard boys, kudos to Vanguard girls soccer. Also, that they advanced in their first round game in the region this week. And then also Forest ROTC had wonderful news with 3 cadets receiving appointments in 3 different military academies. And our very own student board member, who I'm sure he'll give us more information, Cullen Briggs, was one of those. So just thank you for the opportunity to share a couple of comments this evening. Looking forward to you all joining us up here in Tallahassee tomorrow, and where Shady Hill Harmony will be here delivering the music performance for Marion County Day, and I know there'll be lots of other folks up here. Just looking forward to a wonderful day showing everybody in Tallahassee what Marion County has to bring, including Marion County Public Schools. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell. We appreciate that. And Vice Chair Conrad is not going to be giving comments tonight, so we'll go to Marasha.
Hello, everyone. I think it's always very informative coming to the school board meetings. I always leave here with something I didn't know before I came here. I really appreciated learning about like the grants for teachers and the renovations at Osceola. I think that's great, and I think that the school board does great things, so I'm grateful to be here.
Thank you very much. All right, and Ariana?
I would like to take a minute to talk about something I've noticed in my school over the last 4 years, which are the start times. When I first started Bellevue High School, my late bell was 9:15, and now it's 8:30, which I'm pretty sure is for all the schools now. And I can confidently say I've noticed an impact in everybody. I had a teacher personally tell me about research that was done that showed teenagers' brains work better later in the morning compared to younger students, which work better in the earlier morning hours. And I've personally seen fewer and fewer cars in my school parking lot in the morning, which I've been to a meeting where we talked about tardiness before. And I'm not saying it's a direct correlation to the start times, but I've noticed that since the earlier start times, there has been fewer. And becoming someone that's working now as a student and knowing most of my friends that work, it's hard to go from right after school to work and then have to do some homework or family situations to come and wake up early due to traffic in the mornings or any situation like that. So I think that maybe some reflection or something would benefit the tardiness that I know is happening and attendance issues that we're seeing in the schools.
Well, and your comments are very timely because the Bell Time Committee actually meets next Tuesday, and I'm representing the board on that committee. So maybe, Dr. Brewer, could we have some data about student tardies at the high school level specifically for those meetings?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Anything else, ladies? Well, we want to thank you both for being here tonight again. Board Member Thrower.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. Student board members, it continues to be a pleasure to have you with us every single meeting. And just speaking for myself, I always walk away, and as was just demonstrated, you shared a concern, and you were obviously heard, and it's already going to be followed up on. There's a lot of research that can be relatively mixed about, earlier mornings versus a little later in the mornings and things like that. But, we're always looking to tweak and perfect the best we can. So thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure for me to have CTE in the house. I think I've said more than once, if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have even graduated high school. And of course, having the animals here just makes it that much better. So always a fun way to start a meeting. And I know we're trying to keep our comments brief because we've got Marion County Day tomorrow and traveling to do, and all the great things just continue. But we were just in Tallahassee, a couple of weeks ago, and that was also during Literacy Week, which made me sad because I have a tradition of reading in Miss Garvin's class at Denellen Elementary School for, I think, almost maybe even 8 years, and Mr. Braden's kindergarten class at Legacy. Well, the good news is I was able to pop into Miss Garvin's class last week, and just wanted to tip my hat to Denellen Elementary School under Principal Wiggins. They just have so many great things going on. You hear a lot these days, kids don't know how to behave. Well, I didn't see any evidence of that at Denellen Elementary School. The kids were so sweet. The book that was chosen was about honesty and attributes for honesty. And you could tell that the kids knew exactly what that book was talking about and had great input and feedback. So that was so much fun. And Mr. Braden's getting back to me on the date I proposed, so I can't wait to be with some kindergartens again soon. And then we'll run right into Read Across America coming up, which is another big day in Marion County Public Schools. And it's not unusual for one of us to be going into a school and seeing the mayor coming out, or someone else in the community that also really cares so much about student success. So looking forward to those things. on top of that, the 10th grader, I think she was, that spoke about the medical. It was so cool to hear her say, when I started in 9th grade, and I would agree, it's probably rare for a 9th grader to know exactly, what they want to do with their life. And she said, I didn't have a clear plan yet. And I just love that statement, because we obviously are meeting her needs as a school district and as teachers to help her get the exposure to where she's like, you know what, I really like this. And not only do I like it, I'm going to embrace it and take some leadership positions and learn all of the things that you really need to be successful as you take your next steps out of high school. So I just thought that was pretty cool. The last thing I just wanted to acknowledge, Vanguard High School. It's been my honor and pleasure to go to the signing days for football and letters of intent. And Coach Farmer and Mrs. Farmer and the coaches and Principal Wade and all of the teachers have just really elevated the expectations for athletics. No longer is it 2-0 and go. Your academics have to be much stronger than that, and your talent also has to be much stronger than that with the NIL and everything else. So the kids are under tremendous pressure. You wouldn't have known it from that day. They were just so happy and calm, cool, and collected and grateful, and you can tell the leadership qualities that have been instilled in them by the adult examples that have been around them. And I just feel like that's so commendable. I also am very grateful to see them at Oak Crest Elementary School, being leaders to our youngest students, opening doors in car line, just the looks on the kids' faces. They really are exemplifying athletic leadership, and it's already taking them places. So it's pretty cool the last couple of weeks. That's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Board Member Thor. Reverend Cummings.
Thank you.
Microphone.
Microphone. Oh, sorry about that.
I'm done anyway. But it might be yours.
Good evening, everybody. Listen, real briefly, tonight in our agenda, consent agenda, we approved a lot of construction, renovations, and building projects. Talked about the GMPs for those, but there's one in particular that I definitely want to speak on briefly, and that's the one for the Lake Ware Middle School Replacement School. We definitely want to talk about that because it's a long time coming. We know that it's in the process. I think it's a $62 million school that we've been budgeted to build a new Lake Ware Middle School. However, we want the community to know that it's kind of been delayed a little bit for some natural reasons. Let me say that. Not because we don't have the money, not because building permits or anything of such. It's because of 2 endangered species that are on the campus where we're building. We got a request to delay till we move some natural animals that live there. One being the Florida skink. I think I said that right. Skink or skank. One of them.
Sand skink.
Sand skink. Sand skink.
And skank.
It definitely stinks because it's holding us up.
The skank's stinking. So it's causing us, we got to move them because they are endangered. And then the other is the gopher tortoise that's out there. So we can't proceed as fast as we need to until we get with the right agencies to properly move them and relocate those skanks and the gopher tortoises. But I do want the community to know that we're still going to build a school, and we should have it ready by the August 27th start date. So we're looking forward to that. We want the Lake Ware community to know that they have not taken a back seat. If they want to blame anybody, blame the tortoises and the skanks. So
yes,
my comments for the night.
Well, thank you, Reverend Cummings.
Federal agencies.
And we have put all the paperwork into the federal government, but we are waiting on government to do government things. It's completely outside of our hands. So I will also be brief tonight in comments. I wanted to thank Ms. Davis was here tonight with the animals. I worked with Ms. Davis when I was at Bellevue High School, and she has continued, those students do so much outside of the classroom. They even come to my preschools in October to bring their farm animals and share about what farm animals do and what FFA is. And one of the things that I have noticed as an educator in our community specifically is students who are participating in any career in technical education, regardless of the program, they have mastered or are on the journey of mastering public speaking. They are given so many opportunities to speak publicly, and those opportunities strengthen their social emotional skills and their ability to have discourse with a variety of individuals. And as an employer in this community, I can tell you the kids that are coming out of career and technical education programs are much more prepared for the workforce. And not because they have a practical skill, but because they have learned how to be responsible, they have learned how to show up. And FFA specifically, there's nothing like an animal that needs you to survive to make you learn some responsibility. And so we are really turning out some amazing human beings from our career and technical education programs. And I'm grateful for the community for the continued support in the referendum, because that referendum pays for many of our career and technical education teachers, and it would be hard to do it without the referendum, so we are grateful for that. One side note, I want to give our site principals as well as Mr. Christian and his department kudos, because one thing they are very good at doing is communicating accurate information. And I would encourage the community to reach out to Mr. Christian's department or a school if you find information specifically on social media to be maybe confusing, because this may be a shock to some, but just because it's written online does not mean it is accurate. And the newspaper doesn't always have all the facts. And so what I know for sure is Attorney Blackman, Attorney Powers, and our executive team have worked really hard to make sure that our schools know exactly what we have and have not to tolerate and accept on our campuses for a variety of things, not limited to students using their First Amendment rights. And so our staff knows exactly what the expectations are and how to handle it. And just because the newspaper or a social media site may refer to some activities doesn't mean it's a reflection of what actually happened on our campuses. But I do know that if you contact the school or Mr. Christian's office, they will be able to make sure you have up-to-date and accurate information. So any parents or community members who have concerns about that, I would encourage them to reach out so we can make sure that we get you all the right information. So that will conclude my comments for tonight. I'm excited to be in Tallahassee tomorrow with my peers for Marion County Day. The weather looks like it will not be super cold, so that is refreshing, because it's always concerning when you're heading to Tallahassee in January and February. There being no further business, may I have a motion to adjourn?
To adjourn.
Motion by Board Member Cummings.
Second.
Second by Board Member Thrower. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I believe we lost our other two, so that motion will pass 3-0. This meeting is adjourned at 6:27. Thank you.